What's good, y'all? It's your boy Kenny Buttons and Miss Madli coming to you live from the A Room. Let's go!
The price is wrong, bitch.
All I hear is gift, we need that beat, my nigga. We need the verse. We need some heat, my nigga, like it's the first. They know I got it, nigga had it since birth. If we ain't talking about the bag, we ain't talking about the work, no. No more freebies, no more IOUs, I go Stevie. Wonder how these niggas really see me.
Yeah, what's going on, y'all? What's going on, Miss Madli?
Hey, happy spring.
Happy spring. It's so beautiful outside. Welcome to the A Room Podcast, y'all. It's our 4th episode. We are absolutely excited that this is our 4th episode.
Yes, it is.
Yes. Listen, y'all, welcome to the A Room Podcast. This is a podcast from producers to producers, exchanging information on the daily grind. So, as we said before, your feedback is extremely important. So please drop us a line on all social media at the A Room Podcast. Or if you want to send us an email, you can do so to the thearoompodcast at gmail.com.
Send us your tracks.
Oh yeah, that's right. Hey, by the way, if you're an artist or a producer and you're looking to be featured on the show, please send us 3 tracks to the thearoompodcast at gmail.com for consideration. We're always looking to feature a new artist and producer every week.
Plus, we need features, we need bumpers, we need underscore music, so everything is great. Please send us your stuff.
Please. Well, listen, y'all, full disclosure, it is extremely beautiful outside, and we are not in a professional studio, so you might hear an occasional truck or a car or maybe even a motorcycle. It's that time of the year, so please be aware. Well, you guys know already how it works. It's the soup of the day, baby. Let's go. Oh! So we have a great soup of the day lineup for you. Madli, let them know what we're going to be talking about.
I went to an opening party for Tracklive.com. And if you don't know what Tracklive is, it's basically like a record store online, which you can take or buy tracks from for your sampling needs. And the good thing about it is it's all cleared. So anything you purchase from them, you know that you don't have to go through the hassle of clearance afterwards. And the way it works is you can go through the catalog, pick a track you like, pay $1.99. Download a WAV file and then just use it in your work. And when it's time to clear it, you can get back on the site and find out what the fees are. And it's made super easy. There's no surprises. So even before you purchase the track, you pretty much know what the bracket is going to look like.
Right, because they break it down into seconds. 2 second, 5 second, 15 second sample, right?
Yeah, but also they have 3 different categories. So category A is the top shelf, so to speak, which means that the upfront fee for clearance, not the download, but for clearance
would be more.
Yeah, it's $2,500.
Right.
Then it's a B category when the clearance costs $500 upfront, plus the back end. And then the C category is $50 advance money for clearance.
Right. Plus, now the back end depends on how much of the sample you use. So if you're using 5 seconds of the sample, then you're looking at how much on the back end.
For example, category A track, if you use 2 seconds, you pay 10% of the back end. If it's a B category, then 2 seconds, you would have to give away 5% of your track. And C category, you will have to give away 2%.
Right.
So there's a chart. You can go and see how many minutes or seconds rather you've used, and then the percentage of the back end is determined by that chart.
Which is great, because then once you decide which sample you want to use, or what title you want to use, and how, say how much 2 second, 5 second sample, you can then use that sample however long you want on your actual new piece.
Yeah, if you loop your 2 second joint for 10 minutes in a row, it's still considered only that 2 seconds. You know what I mean?
So it's not going to cost you any different.
Exactly.
For doing that. That's pretty dope.
Yeah.
It's digging into, because when we talk about it the first podcast, digging in the crates in a new way. Like,
yeah, 2018
that's right,
style.
baby. That's right. That's right.
Yeah, so head on to Tracklive.com. There's a ton of music up there, and they're constantly adding tracks to it. So, get to it.
Well, you know what comes next. It's that main course. And today I'm hungry, so let's get it in.
Ma, the meatloaf! Fuck!
Yeah, so you know what it is. It's that main course. And today's topic is let's collab, bro.
Yes. Or girl.
Or girl, that's right. That's right.
Or ma. Or bae.
So we got on this podcast because I'm hit, just like I know many of my creative friends are hit daily by people in the business wanting to collab, and the way that they approach is so unprofessional.
Yeah, it's crazy how wall to wall this is. Some people are super nice. They're like, hey, I would like to introduce myself. My name is such and such. I'm an artist. Like your work or whatever. And some people are literally like, you like them or like one of the posts, and they DM you bombard you with like links to the work, and it's just like, yo, let's collab. And I'm like, I don't even know what you do. Did you produce this track? Are you an artist on this track? Like, what's going on here?
Right. The introduction is completely gone out the window.
Yeah.
There's no thought process at all. It's like, hey, my name is so and so. Let's make $1 million.
Oh well, haven't you done anything like that though?
I have. Listen, I'm not proud to say it, but when I first started out in this business as a producer, that's exactly what I did. Like,
I just hit people up random.
I was just hitting up people randomly. I was pushing my agenda. I didn't care. Like, I was just moving. And then I started going to industry events, and I was listening to the same professionals who I was trying to, whose attention I was trying to get, say like, oh no, this is a big no. Like, this is not the way to do it. Yeah, this is exactly how they're, and that's a good point, because that's how these professionals are looking at you. Like, you don't even know them.
Right.
You've not started to build any sort of relationship. The introduction hasn't been there.
You're one of the many.
Right, you're one of the many, and you're just bombarding them with your agenda.
Yeah.
And that's how it's looked at as spam. And so I didn't fully know or understand that this was an extreme no-no.
A big no-no.
Like, these guys see you coming a mile away, right? So they were saying it has to be about the relationship first, music second.
And that is a good point. But my thing has always been like balancing that, because a lot of times people do approach you with the, hey, my name is such and such, like your work, so how long have you been producing, what DAW are you using, asking all these questions, and you're like, do you really want to know what DAW I'm using, or is this a build to the real like agenda, and I would much rather sometimes have somebody tell me right out the gate, I'm doing this, I'm a producer or artist, and I would like to have a minute of your time or something like that. I'm much more open to that kind of approach, rather than somebody, dicking me around for a while. I had a guy who I was DMing for 2 days with, only to find out that he wanted to know if I was single or not. But he started with the business. He started with like, my budget is that many dollars. I would like this track, and we were going back and forth about this. And basically, then came the questions about like what DAWs I was using and all that good stuff. Right. And at the end of it all, he just wasted 2 days of my life.
Right. I mean, I'm the complete opposite. Like, I would prefer that.
A pen pal?
No, listen, I think it's important that the relationship be built first. I think that's what's missing. Like, everybody wants to get to, let's make the bag tomorrow. And, everything else is forgotten. Like, people can see that coming a mile away. I know that you want something from me when you're sending me your music. You need my feedback. I know what's going to follow. I know the collab. It's gonna be, yo, can we collab? Let's do a track.
But then why not get to it right away? Like, why? I mean, at least, I'm not saying start working right away, but at least get to the point of what is it that we're DMing about here?
Because if it was about business, that would be established out the gate.
You mean if there was money?
If there was money involved,
okay.
that would be
that's
said.
A different story.
The business would be said, like, hey, listen, I'm interested in buying one of your records, like you said. Let's talk business. But that's not the case. You know, when you start DMing me your records, or you start DMing me compliments and shit like that, I already know what's to follow. I know it's like, yo, we should collab. But you don't even know me, and I don't even know you. So I feel like I know that the relationship should come first. Building the relationship before pushing your agenda is extremely important. Push, and you don't know them, that could be the last time you
So you want to date them first. You want to take them out for dinner. You want to court them first.
Okay.
I mean,
okay. Listen, I'm just saying this. Going to all the panels, industry panels, that was the biggest thing. Was like, these people can see you coming a mile away. So, okay, if you follow them, if you like, their posts or the music that they post, it doesn't give you the right to now start hounding someone, DMing someone every day with your agenda. It's like, follow them, like their stuff. Eventually, people take notice if you're working hard, and you're promoting your music, and it's constant. People take notice to that, and then they want to know who you are, and they want to listen, and eventually, like, that conversation will happen if it's meant to happen. But if you don't know someone, and the first thing you do is you're pushing, I want to collab, I'm not even going to pay attention because we don't even know each other.
There's definitely also an etiquette when it comes to like the levels of where somebody's at,
Right.
Like you reaching out to somebody with already like a major deal in the pocket, or somebody who's like higher up there, and versus reaching out to somebody who's at the same level of whatever your career and industry. And I saw this cool meme that said something like, if you are a hobbyist artist, associate with hobbyist producers. And to me, that was just like, okay, shit, like this is to the point, because a lot of times people hit you up with, let's collab, but their time and day and approach to this music thing is a whole different place than yours. For example, for me, this is my full time, and I know this is your full time.
Right.
So for me, everything goes by priority. Anything that has a $ attached to it comes first.
Right.
Anything that's a passion project is at the bottom of the list, unfortunately.
Right.
So everything else is prioritized. And I felt like just a few weeks ago, somebody got offended because I politely didn't turn them down necessarily, but said, hey, I don't have the capacity at this point right now, but let's still keep building.
I always look at it like this. It's like dating, right? You meet someone, you want to smash, that's what you want to do, you're just going to smash. But no, listen.
No,
but if you want a long-term relationship with someone, you build with them. You're not looking to smash on the first night. You're not even looking, that's not even on your mind. You genuinely want to build with this person because you like them. And so I feel it's the same thing. It's like, if you really want to do long-term business with people in the music business, the relationship has to be built first. And then, the more and more you guys see each other, the more and more, you're at the same events, they put the name with the face, the conversation is going to happen because people are going to take notice. We heard it, one panelist said, the harder you work, the more great product you put out, people are going to take notice. People are going to start coming. They're going to want to know what you do. And so, if you're looking to smash, people are going to see that and close the door. But if you're looking to build, a genuine relationship for future money, to me, that's better because you're coming from a genuine place. DMing them and pushing your agenda, it's the wrong way to go.
Yeah, well, social media is a slippery slope anyways, because it's way easier if you have that personal contact with the person, eye to eye. You see their reaction to you, if they're just trying to brush you off or they really interested genuinely of what you have to say. Social media is such a weird space. Like, you never know what the person is saying. Even when they DM you back, or even in, it's still in black and white. You don't see the emotion that's attached to it unless somebody's using emojis.
But listen, it's business today. It's the way companies look at, who the hottest commodity is, who the hottest artist, producer. It's the way we do business.
Right.
So if it's part of business, then you have to approach it the same way.
Yeah, with the same professionalism.
That's right.
And then to me, like, what's super funny, just today somebody commented like, "Hey bro, you want any beats?" First of all, I'm not a bro. Second of all, I got beats, so what's up?
If you were paying attention and looking at my page and seeing what I do, you would know that I'm a producer, and that's
Right.
you shouldn't be pitching another producer beats.
Yeah, and that's unfortunate. It's just like such a common practice with the automated DMs, for example. You know what they are, how they go. It's just anytime somebody follows you, automatically send them like, "Hey, what's up? If you're looking for this and that." I'm like, comes off like I want to unfollow you right after this,
Honestly, for me, I pay close attention to my social media, and I know who's following me, I know who's commenting, I know who's taking the time to do so, and eventually I take notice to that, and I want to see who these people are, what they do, and if they're in the music business, if they're producers, singers, songwriters, whatever, I then take the time to see what they do and take interest. But it comes with time. Like for instance, we bought, like you said, this is our full-time job. So I've been approached on many different occasions for work. And sometimes it doesn't work out that, people purchase the music. But what it did for me is because they approached me and it was business.
Proper.
There was no bullshit.
Yeah.
It was proper business and their approach was professional. And it didn't work, and that's okay. What it did for me was it then I took the time to research these people, see what they do. Come to find out, 2 of these people are going to be on my new compilation album that's coming out. But it was because I was approached the right way. If you're pushing your agenda and it's all about you, 9 times out of 10, that's going to leave a sour taste in anyone's mouth, and that door is not going to open.
The bottom line is, if you don't come with money in your hands or some sort of budget or at least some sort of outlet for the collab that you're offering or proposing, either an album or a TV op or something, then you have to come proper and build. I think that's the way to go.
Well, listen, or if you're approaching someone wanting services for free, then you have to have something of equal or greater value to offer in return. If it's going to go down that way.
Well, that's another subject too, because if somebody approaches you and they really want to work with you, but their talent is not really there yet, so how do you approach that?
Right. Your shit has to be right. It has to be.
But sometimes you just don't know.
I know, but here's the thing. You could open those doors and potentially not be ready for those opportunities, and that could be the last time they come. So that's another thing to remember. Like, if you're going to be approaching people and you're hell bent on selling your agenda, you better be damn ready to do so. Because if you're not, those opportunities may never be there again.
Okay, here's a scenario. Somebody approaches you, super dope, but they come sideways. What do? Let's say somebody sends you a video of their track and they're hella dope, but it's just like, it's one of those, hey, let's collab, bro, hit me up, without even asking what your name is and what it is that you do and whatever,
It's unfortunate. Like, I just wish people just took the time to approach professionals in this business the right way. Whether we're on the same level or you've been doing this for 30 years, it just your approach has to be right.
What do you do? What do you do?
But here's what I always do. I always check them out anyway, because that's what at the end of the day, I'm an artist.
Do you get back to them?
I'm creative. If there's something that I like, and I was approached the wrong way, or their approach was unprofessional, I should say, I might give it a couple of days. Talk it over with my teammates like yourself. But if it's someone that is really dope, then most likely I will probably get back to them, but not right away.
See, I'm different. Like, I don't care how dope you are, and maybe this is my problem. But if you come with some like arrogant attitude out the gate, I don't care how good you are. I'm not gonna get back to you. I'm sorry.
But arrogance and not knowing the etiquette is different. If you're arrogant and you're dick riding yourself, then that's a different story.
But that's what I mean.
I'm not fucking with anybody that's dick riding themselves. But if you're not really versed in the business and how you should approach the professionals, that can be learned. You know what I mean? You surround yourself with the right people that can teach you how to do so. But if you're dick riding yourself, I'm not fucking with you either. I don't care how dope you are.
I have about 25 people who I know are super talented, whether they're producers or artists, that I would love to work with. But I just don't have the capacity. Unfortunately, anything with the dollar sign attached to it takes precedence.
Has to come first.
So this is hard to sometimes tell somebody without offending them that, look, like, I just can't. Like, I can't wear myself thin. I can't spread out my catalog with the hopes of somebody, hitting the jackpot.
Well, listen,
I just can't.
Well, for me, I'm going to invest my time into someone who I feel, has the opportunity to be successful in this business. If I'm going to do anything for free,
right,
it's going to be in the people that I believe in.
But how? Well, that's the question, though. You probably have another 20, 30 people as well who are going to be great, but you just don't have the capacity.
Well, listen, I feel that that is another podcast.
Yeah, well, but hey, let's collab, yo.
Let's collab, y'all. Let's collab. Well, it's time for that side dish. Let's go.
What the fuck did you put in that sauce?
Well, today's featured artist is the homie P.T. Starks. He's from Philly. Talented brother. P.T. Starks everything. He just came out with this incredible body of work, Hennessy Nights. His featured title track is also called Hennessy Nights. It's really, really dope. Some of our family has done work on his album. Nook Beats is on that album. If you don't know about P.T. Starks, check him out on all social media platforms. P.T. Starks across the board. Let's get to this joint. It's called Hennessy Nights.
Right now, sipping on this in me, blow on tripping, these Hennessy nights. I live my whole life praying and I'm swaying.
The richer you are, the harder it is in the heaven. So I don't see how niggas kill over Jordan 11s. Nightmares in my past influences my present. So I'm dreaming of Beamers and pushing 911s. Growing up where I did, you learn to survive with weapons. Get hit and survive, learn a valuable lesson. Trying to make up for the nights that my mother was stressing. And Lord knows how many nights my mother was stressing. 13 at first I seen a man face down. Brains all over the curb, he had no face, wow. Things I seen in my life, it'll make you think twice. And these hoes the main reason that I never think right. You know, deep in your heart when niggas hating, but you expendable, nigga. Attention, your seat is vacant. Close to you, but can be the furthest from you. Ain't loyal, blood boils when you emerge from undergone.
Right now, sipping on this in me, blow on tripping, these Hennessy nights. I live my whole life praying and I'm swaying.
Yeah, that joint, That's one of my favorite joints on the
Hard.
album.
One thing I wanted to say about PT, I loved how he marketed his project, because Hennessy Nights wasn't just a CD. It came in a whole box with a T-shirt, and you know, he did his thing on like really marketing the product as it should be. I didn't get the box, but that's okay.
No.
PT. That's cool.
It didn't come with a T-shirt, but he had this purple wristband. It says Hennessy Nights on it, PT Starks. And then he has the album that's in there. But then he has a thumb drive and this nice little like black velvety or suede pouch, which is really, really nice. And then he has this towel on the inside, and it says Hennessy Nights, PT Starks, Business as Usual, which is his company, him and Luce. And yeah, it's pretty dope. It's really dope.
Yeah, it's done right.
Well, listen, y'all, that's our podcast for today. We want to thank everyone who was taking the time to drop by and listen to the other podcast. Again, if you have any questions, any comments, this is about the exchange. Please hit us up on all social media at the A Room Podcast. You want to drop us a line, email us to thearoompodcast@gmail.com. And don't forget, we're featuring an artist or producer weekly. So if you have tracks that you'd like to submit to be considered, please send them to the thearoompodcast@gmail.com. Remember, just 3 tracks, not the full album, all right? Just 3 records, okay?
Unless it comes with a T-shirt.
Please get this girl a T-shirt, please. Be easy, be blessed, and don't forget to eat.
All I hear is gift, we need that beat, my nigga. We need the verse. We need some heat, my nigga, like it's the first. They know I got it, nigga had it since birth. If we ain't talking about the bag, we ain't talking about the work. No more freebies, no more IOUs. I go Stevie, wonder how these niggas really see me. Cause what I look like, not charging y'all for punchlines and talking left, knowing damn well that hook right. Yeah, I got some raw shit. Y'all know what my cook like? Serve your hors d'oeuvres, keep a tray by my hip. Second base, pass your bitch, slight delay with my pitch. Poetic with the words, she put her A on my tip. But back to the lecture at hand, I'm the shit. And ain't shit free, you busy rapping about whips, bricks, chips, my nigga Dip will pay the fee. The nerve of you niggas, I never heard of you niggas. Fuck around and murder you niggas. Come on, man. Sure you do. Sure you do.